Are you looking for a compact crossover that is a hybrid that gets really good gas mileage and can still fit up to 5 people comfortable? Well, listen, for 2025, Mazda has given us a CX-50 hybrid that literally takes a RAV4 hybrid system, sandwiches it here in the Mazda, and gives us incredible efficiency, space up for up to 5 people, plus a cargo area that gives you enough space to fit some stuff back there like suitcases, groceries, you name it. So let's take a deep dive in this vehicle to see if this is the best compact crossover hybrid on the market today. All right, so let's talk about the exterior design here of this CX-50 hybrid. The good news is, and this is actually a really good thing in my opinion, it looks like a CX-50 gas, which is an awesome thing. The CX-50 gas is one of the most stylish crossovers on the segment, in my opinion. Now, obviously, design and style is all subject to your opinion, but in my opinion, the CX-50 is an absolutely stylish vehicle on the market. Starting up at the front here, you do have your Kodo design from Mazda, LED headlights here. No fog lights available on the CX-50, not even on the gas or the hybrid there. So it's kind of interesting. Now, the only thing that's going to set you apart on the exterior of this vehicle, besides some dimensions, and I'll tell you that in a second, but the only thing that's going to say, hey, this is the hybrid, is this silver hybrid badge on the side of the vehicle that says hybrid in big blue letters there. Everything else, you're going to be like, well, that's a CX-50. There's nothing different about it. The wheels here on the CX-50 are unique to the hybrid here. These are 19-inch rims, again, unique to the hybrid here. You can't get those on any other CX-50 option. But these wheels are actually a little bit less wide than the gas version. So the width on this tire is 225. On the turbo models, you can get 245 width on these wheels. So the good thing about that is on the 50 hybrid, that's going to give you better efficiency. But the turbo models are going to be a little bit better on the cornering and grip because of the wider tires. They're a little bit windy here today, and my hair is blowing kind of a little bit everywhere, so I apologize. Now, let's talk about the dimensions of this vehicle versus the CX-50 gas. This vehicle is about 1 inch taller compared to the CX-50 gas. And the reason for that is you have a 1.6 kilowatt hour battery sandwiched underneath the rear seats here on the floorboard that gives you the hybrid ability. So it gives you a little bit of energy that can be stored in that battery to give you that hybrid. So overall, about an inch taller. The vehicle is actually also 0.3 inches longer. And the reason is the bumper on the front and the back actually have a slight tweak to give it some more plastic on the bottom there to kind of give it more aerodynamic. So kind of interesting. Again, 0.3 inches longer, 1 inch higher. Here's the most interesting stat of all. It's taller, it's longer, it is less ground clearance, and actually that's because of that battery. So it's a 1 inch less ground clearance here. So if you're going to take this thing off road, be careful. It is 1 inch less ground clearance than a regular CX-50 gas. Black mirrors here on this CX-50 Premium Plus trim level with LED turn lights here. And then on the top, you have the same thing, Mazda crossbars and roof rails here. So roof rails, crossbars that are option up on this specific Premium Plus there. You can get them on all of the Premium Plus trim levels. Most of them will come with just the roof rails, but you can then option it up with the crossbars if you'd like there. So let's go to the rear of the vehicle now. All right, so back of the CX-50 hybrid here. Again, you do have that nice hybrid badge here on the back. So again, if you wanted to know if this was a hybrid, not come to the back of the vehicle, it does have the hybrid badge. But overall, again, the back design here of the CX-50 hybrid is just like the CX-50. All LED tail lights here. You have brake lights, reverse lights, everything built into these two housings, and they're full LEDs. So no halogen bulbs at all back here. Nice Mazda badge here on the back. And this vehicle actually does have twin exhaust tips out the back. No, it is not dual exhaust. It just has one single exhaust that's then split out the two tips on the back of the vehicle there. Wheels again are unique, but overall the rest of the design here on the CX-50 hybrid is just like the regular CX-50 gas, which is a good thing. Very good looking vehicle and an awesome overall vehicle that you can drive and be happy with the style of that vehicle. Let's jump into the cargo area now. All right, so let's pop up in this cargo area here. Power liftgate here on this Premium Plus there, and which makes it really nice to have that. You can also open this up by the key fob, which I'll show you right here. It is the traditional Mazda key fob, so Mazda logo on one side, and then you have your unlock, lock, your power liftgate, and then your hazard lights right there. So built-in traditional key or Mazda, not Kia, Mazda key fob there, and just overall very nice. Kind of a lower. I'm only 5'9", and so if you're taller, be careful. Your head may bump into the cargo area here. But overall, in the back here, it's like a CX-50 gas there. Nothing different at all here. 31.4 cubic feet of space, which is very nice. Under here, you do still have a spare tire. Now, it is donut form, but you do have a spare tire still built into the back of the CX-50 Hybrid. And you do have levers back here where you can actually pull these levers and it will push the seats down. I actually have uh, basically a child seat in both of those seats there, so I can show you how they feel or fit in the back there. But you can pull those levers and the seats will completely go flat. One thing that is not back here, you do not have any sensors here on the back of the vehicle. You also do not have a 360-degree camera in the CX-50 Hybrid at all. This is the Premium Plus, the top of the line. No 360-degree camera. That's a miss, Mazda. Why would we not put the CX-50 Hybrid, given it every feature optional with the 360-degree camera? Interesting that they don't have that there, but that's a side note. So let's go up to the second row now. All right, so let's dive into the window sticker here real quick before we open this door up for the back seats here. So window sticker time, base MSRP on this Premium Plus Hybrid, $40,050 before destination or any accessories are added. This vehicle does have a few accessories on it. The machine gray metallic paint is a $595 upcharge. This vehicle also does have the splash guards for $175, the roof rails up here for $350, and this one does have the weather package, which gets you the all-weather mats, the cargo liner, and the emergency assistance kit in the back there for $390. Total MSRP after destination, $42,980 here, which is a fairly decent price actually once you compare it to other vehicles like the Toyota RAV4, like the CR-V Hybrid, and the new Forester Hybrid coming out there. Very well priced, competitive there for the vehicle. 39 city miles per gallon, 38 combined, and 37 on the highway. Now let's pop open this door to the rear. Now, we've been using this vehicle for about a week now, and you'll see we've got some stuff back here from the kids, but we have a child that's in a front-facing car seat. Now, yes, you can put a front-facing car seat in the back there. That's a quick answer. You also can put a rear-facing car seat in the back of this vehicle. Here's the only catch, though. The legroom in the back of the CX-50 is not the biggest in the segment, and so because of that, our son that sits in this frontward facing car seat fits well. He's got plenty of leg space. The only catch is he has the ability to then kick this seat back here. Here's the deal. Any compact crossover you get, you're going to have somewhat of that problem, but it is fairly close here in the CX-50. Nothing to be, worried about on safety or anything. It's just they can kick the back of the seat fairly easy. So if you're on long road trips, that could get annoying if your kids do that. Ours, thankfully, does not do that too much, but I've seen that be a little bit of an issue. In the back here, you do have 3 seats across the back. We have 3 children, and they are able to fit in here. We have been using this to take them to school. So the vehicle, that you can fit the 3 kids across there, and then you could do a decent road trip with this vehicle here. As the kids get a little bit bigger, maybe they won't fit across the back seat there, but we do have one in the car seat, one in a booster, and one without a booster or anything, just sitting in the regular seat, and they do all 3 fit in the back here comfortably at this very second. So overall, comfortable back seat here in the CX-50 Hybrid, and again, you can fit your kids back there with a decent chunk of cargo space for strollers, groceries, that kind of items for any trips that you're going on. All right, so let's take a look at the front seat here in the CX-50 Hybrid. You do have your intelligent access with your key fob here, so you can open the door by the key fob. You can also lock the door. There's a little divot here that you can press on, and then it will lock the door. You won't be able to get in. If you want to get back in with the key in your pocket, you just basically slide your hand in the back there. I had to use my other hand there, sorry. And then we'll open the door right up there. So you don't have to press anything. You can get right inside the vehicle very conveniently. Now, on the door panel here, you do have very nice stitching here. This is really a carryover from the CX-50 gas, which is very high quality. When you sit inside the Mazda, you feel like you are driving something that is very, very well built there. And they do pay attention to a lot of things. Soft armrest here. Again, nicely stitched arm or side panel here, lock unlock buttons here, power mirror, power window options, all that right there. Some storage down the bottom, and then you do have powered leather seats here that are heated and cooled in this vehicle. So let's jump on the inside and let's show you the screens and everything on the inside of this vehicle. All right, so welcome inside the CX-50 Hybrid. And again, I got news for you. If you like the CX-50 gas, you're going to like the CX-50 Hybrid because this is basically the exact same interior. You do have the nice big panoramic sunroof that stretches all the way to the back there for the rear passengers. You have your auto-dimming rear view mirror here with Home Link installed. You do have the 10.25-inch Mazda screen here. Now, this is not a touch screen. You control everything by this turn knob. You do have navigation. You do have music button, home button, all that kind of stuff you can also use with this this system. But overall, people sometimes complain about this Mazda system. I'll tell you, after living with the Mazda system for just a few days, it's very easy to control. You get used to it very, very quickly. You do also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built into the system as well. And it works very well with the turn knob down there. Now, coming on down a little bit further, you do have dual zone climate control here that you can change by these knobs. Very nice, very tactile knobs here. Now, you also do have ventilated seats here, and you do have heated seats here in this vehicle. I'm going to turn on stage 1 ventilation seats there. One thing you are missing here in Mazda, what were you thinking? No heated steering wheel. This vehicle is almost $43,000 here for a compact crossover, no heated steering wheel. Mazda, why is there no heated steering wheel here in this vehicle? That is one of the gripes that I do have about this vehicle. The second gripe I have about this vehicle, no 360-degree camera. Now, this is the Premium Plus, so this is the top of the line here. Mazda does not give us a 360-degree camera. I'm not sure why there. Mazda, I'm not sure why we didn't put that in there, but that is a miss here on this vehicle. Now, that's my two gripes. Now, you do have your traditional shifter here from Mazda, electronic parking brake here, auto hold. You do have the MI drive there. You have power, normal, and trail. Obviously, power is more of your sport trim. Trail is, of course, your off-roading option there, and the normal just does its normal thing there. Now, you do have an EV button here, and you can press this button while under lower speeds, and if it has enough energy in the battery pack, it will basically turn it on and use all that energy up before it turns on the gas option there. This is my headphone jack. There's two cup holders up there, but you do have your volume knob here for the infotainment system as well, and then a favorite button located right there. Split armrest here in this vehicle, very comfortable. You do have a little bit of storage down there. I have some controller or some cords and everything down there in the navigation chip, but you can have this side closed and this side open for your passengers. Now, coming over to the steering wheel, again, I'll say it again, not heated here, Mazda. I'm going to say it a few times because I'm not sure why we didn't put that heated steering wheel in this vehicle. It's a quite miss there for me in the CX-50 Hybrid. Now, on the actual, on the right-hand side, you do have your adaptive cruise control with basically it slows down and speeds up as you get closer and further away from traffic there to the speed that you set. You do on the left-hand side have your hang up, answer button, and info button here for the center screen. You can go through a few things on this vehicle. So you do have all of that located right there. You also do have your volume controls and everything located right there as well. Behind it, you do have your windshield wiper options. This is automatic windshield wipers. You do also have your automatic headlight options over here with automatic high beam as well there. And then you do have Bose stereo sound system inside this vehicle. Overall, a super comfortable, very nice to drive vehicle. Really quickly, I wanted to give a shout out to Heritage Mazda of Catonsville in Maryland here for giving us this CX-50 to drive for the previous week and do a lot of tests on it, like miles per gallon tests that will be hitting the channel here very soon. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and for giving us the ability to drive this vehicle with the kids inside of it there for the previous week to test out the space and the capabilities of this vehicle for a family that's looking for a hybrid crossover. So thank you again to Heritage Mazda. If you're in the market for a Mazda vehicle, they ship nationwide there, so you can buy the vehicle and they'll ship it to you. They are stationed in Maryland, but I have seen them ship vehicles all the way to California, to Washington State, all over the United States there for customers. So if you're looking for a great deal, an easy experience, hit up Heritage Mazda. I'm putting Omid's contact information. Omid's the general manager there, putting his contact information in the comment section below and in the description below there, so you can message or call him if you have any questions about Mazda or if you're looking to buy a Mazda. All right, welcome inside the 2025 CX-50 Hybrid. So this is a quick little driving review on the actual vehicle, and I gotta tell you, in the CX-50 Hybrid, it feels like
a CX-50 gas. So if you've driven a CX-50 gas, you're gonna love the CX-50 hybrid gas. And the things that the CX-50, and I had a CX-50 for a little while there. I had one that I drove for about 6 months there, and so I love the CX-50 regular gas, and I had the turbo option. The one gripe I had about the CX-50 gas was that it wasn't the most quiet thing in the world there. And that is where Mazda has really improved here on the CX-50 hybrid. And I think it actually has to do more with the engine than anything else there. Yes, Mazda has done acoustics, kind of dampening inside the vehicle. But because this engine shuts off at some points, you don't have any of the roar that you will literally have almost the whole time inside of the CX-50 turbo. And so that's a really, really good thing. Now, when you get into the gas, into the gas pedal of this vehicle, yes, it does have a roar, and I'll get into that in just a second. But overall, you feel very connected to the vehicle. The fun drive aspect that Mazda has had in all of their vehicles is still here in the CX-50 hybrid. Just because it has a hybrid doesn't mean this vehicle's not fun to drive. It still puts a smile on your face. You still have the confidence that you feel when you're behind the steering wheel of a Mazda. It feels very connected to the road. The steering wheel is nice and tight. It just overall, you feel confident while driving the CX-50 hybrid, or really any Mazda in general, and that's a good thing. And the CX-50 hybrid just builds onto that. Again, I'll stop talking for a second. You can hear that it's very, very quiet inside this CX-50 hybrid. And that is with me still pushing on the gas a little bit too. So it's not like that, I'm just coasting along and we're not doing nothing. This is still going almost 40 miles an hour, and I'm still pushing on the gas a little bit. It's quiet in here. Very, very quiet. Now, when you get on to the gas pedal, you still do have a roar. And so I'm slowing down here real quick. I'm just gonna push on the gas. Yes, you still hear a roar from the engine, which is not a bad thing. It feels very, it feels connected. The all-wheel drive system is very well tuned in this vehicle. The engine is very smooth. Now, this is a planetary-based transmission, and so it's not a traditional automatic there that you would have, in a lot of other, basically all the other Mazda products. There are 6-speed automatics, so you don't have shift points that you traditionally would have in a 6-speed automatic. But it's very smooth. It's very, very confident, and it has plenty of power to get up and down the road. And so you're never going to be, sweating because you got to push on the gas to get some power. It's got plenty of power to get up and down the road. And again, that fuel efficiency is the biggest thing. If you're buying the CX-50 hybrid, it's because you're looking for fuel economy. Don't buy the CX-50 hybrid to be the fastest vehicle on the road. Don't buy the CX-50 hybrid because of anything else really. Then you want a comfortable, very nice to drive, very confident, inspiring, fuel efficient vehicle. That's what this vehicle does very well, and that's what Mazda, I think, has brought here. The one thing that I was kind of nervous about was that the Toyota RAV4 engine is literally the engine inside this vehicle. And no offense to Toyota, but driving Toyota vehicles is blah. That's the best way to explain it. They're not fun. There are a few models, but that are fun in Toyota's lineup. But the RAV4 Hybrid, I would never say is fun. And the CX-50 Hybrid, I'm not saying is the most fun vehicle on the road, but it still has that fun to drive aspect that Mazda has always put in all their vehicles. And again, it's just confident. It's a confident drive. The brake feel, real quick, we'll touch on that there. The brake feel here in the CX-50 Hybrid is very, very good. I mean, it feels like you're braking in a normal vehicle there. You still do have some regenerative braking happening from the energy that's pulling from the brakes to put in the battery pack. But it doesn't feel like that sometimes hybrids have this squishy, non-confident building brake feel, and this one does not have that. This is a very nice, firm brake, and it's easy to brake this vehicle. And I know if I had to push on the brakes for some type of emergency, I know that I would have the brake that I would need. So waving at my neighbor there. But overall, very, very comfortable ride here in the CX-50 Hybrid.
All right, so that's been a quick walk around video here on the CX-50 Hybrid. A nice windy day, so my hair was a little crazy all over this video, I'm sure, but um, a really nice vehicle here. And the question is this the best compact crossover hybrid on the market today? And I got to tell you, the CX-50 Hybrid competes against two major giants in this segment with the RAV4 Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid. Both of those vehicles have been on the market for a long time, and those are the tried and true standards of this compact crossover hybrid market there. So, how do I think they compete against the two of them? Well, here's the great part. I think with Mazda's build quality, the quality on the inside of their vehicles, the overall craftsmanship combined with the Toyota RAV4 tried and true hybrid system, I think Mazda has a game-winning vehicle here that competes very well against its the competitor in engine, the RAV4 hybrid, and the CR-V hybrid, which is straight from Honda. I think it's a very, very compelling vehicle. And if you're looking at one of those two vehicles, I highly recommend you go out and drive the CX-50 Hybrid before you decide to buy either one of those. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down at the bottom there, and we will continue to do more tests on this vehicle along with other vehicles that we'll be having coming to the channel here very soon. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.